Hot off the press, everybody, Assassin's Creed leaks, and we actually have a prominent name change from what we thought it was going to be. Welcome to Video Game Leaks, everybody. I hope that we are all high-fiving, and big congrats to the Video Game Leaks community for hitting 50,000 subscribers by the time you watch this video. If we have, thank you so much for all the support. Me and the Video Game Leaks team say thank you, and onward and upward to 100,000. Now, Assassin's Creed Rift, it's been a major point of conversation for us on this page because Ubisoft is putting a lot of effort into its future. We already know about Assassin's Creed Infinity and the next mainline Assassin's Creed, which up to this point had been called Rift. Now, there's been some rumors of an Assassin's Creed 1 remake or a remaster in the pipeline, and not too long ago, we reported on a number of Assassin's Creed games that have been canceled in the last few years, as well as one that is allegedly still in production. So, even by the most conservative estimations, there are currently at least 3 Assassin's Creed games in development. So naturally, there's going to be a lot of information flying around from insiders about what Ubisoft has in store. And I've got interesting intel today. I do. It's actually coming from a very reliable source that I trust. Assuming it's all true, we're about to have our first truly solid idea of what the next mainline Assassin's Creed game will be like. So let me know if you believe this leak. Drop a like, make sure you're subscribed. And here we go. It all started with industry insider Jeff Grubb responding to a YouTuber known as Jonathan with a 0, not an O. Now, according to this YouTuber, the new game that we thought was called Assassin's Creed Rift is actually called Assassin's Creed Mirage. It will take place in Baghdad, which we knew about, between the years 860 and 870. That's a very, very tight timeline. The gameplay is going to be a return to the basics, meaning things like leveling and dialogue trees are gone. Jonathan also said the game will have multiple cities to explore, but there will be large areas of traversal in between them, similar to how Assassin's Creed 1 worked, how the world worked. Last thing the leaker claimed was that Ubisoft will release a remake of Assassin's Creed 1 using Assassin's Creed Mirage assets as part of the new game Season Pass. So, the rumored AC1 remake we've talked about multiple times is indeed real, but it will be DLC for the new mainline AC game. Now, after Jonathan said all this to Jeff Grubb, Game Leak legend Jason Schreier chimed in and verified some of this information. According to Schreier, the new AC game is indeed going to be called AC Mirage, and it will indeed take place in Baghdad, and it will indeed be between the years 860 and 870. Indeed. He also confirmed the back-to-basics gameplay and seemingly confirmed a spring 2023 release. The only thing he wouldn't verify from the original info dump was how the game world worked. Now remember, the original leak said that Mirage will have a game world similar to Assassin's Creed 1 instead of a true open world. But when verifying all that information, Jason Schreier did not verify that part, which to me is interesting. I mean, if a leaker gets 3 out of 4 things right and then also says one more thing, I'm kind of inclined to believe them, but I guess it's possible for one of the intel pieces to be wrong. Now, on the other hand, it's also possible this bit of info is indeed correct, and Schreier just didn't find it important enough to mention, which is crazy to me, because everybody wants to know, is it an open world? Is it a semi-open world? Is it a world on rails? That's super important. Either way, when you cross-reference the sources, it seems we finally have a bit of official information about the new Assassin's Creed game. We have a solid location, we have a solid time period, and we have a return to classic Assassin's Creed gameplay and expected release in spring of 2023. So it's very likely that Ubisoft verifies a whole lot of this information in their upcoming September conference. Heck, it's possible this info will be confirmed by the time this video goes up, but if these leaks end up being true, I'm on board. A classic-style AC game with more modern graphics and animations would be amazing to experience. I'm not a fan of releasing the AC1 remake as DLC for the new game, but it will be a nice blast from the past to go through it again in a modern game engine. I don't know about you guys. I'm happy about this leak. I approve. Assuming it's all true, and I really think it is, 2023 is going to be another reason to be a great year for video games. Let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you soon.